Hello friend, this is our first video of learning the Salesforce development. In this video, I will teach you about the list, set and map. These are the very important concept for learning the trigger. Our main purpose is to how to learn trigger. For this, we know list, set and map. We have to good understanding of list, set and map because we want to deep dive into trigger. Okay, now let's start our video. What is the structure? In this video we will cover the different type of the collection in Apex like list, set and map, how to collection related to each other, how to define each collection, when to use each collection, objective. By the end of this chapter you should know how to define different type of the collection with different data type in Apex, know when each collection type should be used and the properties of the collection that makes it appropriate for use. Okay, there are the several ways in which you can invoke Apex, but arguably the most is through trigger, and this is our main target, how to learn trigger. We are going to cover trigger in more detail in next videos, but for now it is important to note that when dealing with data in trigger we need to bulkify our code. This is very important, bulkify our code to deal with batches of 200 record at a time. These batches of the record are made available to us in type of collection called list, and so knowing how to work with such collection is going to be very important. How we can iterate over this collection and process the values in it. This is very important. I will teach you how to iterate, how to run the loop on list. Okay, after some time. Okay, as we know, Apex is strictly enforce governor limits which require us to consider in how we retrieved and process the data. Sometimes it will be required to retrieve data and stored in memory for which with a unique identifier such as ID and name. Okay, you understood? I think we have to store the data like ID and name. The name, suppose the name is Vishal and the ID is like this. We store the value like ID name. Okay, now what will we do this thing? Okay, I will teach you sometime. This can make it easier for us to perform a single query of all the data we will need for transaction and then process that in memory rather than make a multiple queries which are computationally more expensive. Okay, these are couple of these big reasons we will want to work with collection, trigger and bulkification to avoid what governor limits. What are the governor limits? I will cover in the next videos. As we go through the collection in these videos, what is list? Now our main topic is what is list. A list in Apex is analogous. Analogous means similar. Similar to whom? Similar to an array in other programming language. In that it is an ordered list of items that can referenced by their index. Ordered list of items 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the ordered and referenced their indexes like 0, 1, 2, 3. This is similar to an array. In the array it is limitation that it is the fixed size, but in the list we can store the values dynamically. Okay, let us think a list, a set of boxes, each of has label. That label is number and this number is increased as we move. Okay, as we move this number is increased. If we store the values like 9, 10, in whatever the values we can fill in that box. Okay, this is increase the size through the boxes. This make the rest of label of the offset from first box, making it quick and easy us to retrieve the data from list. We can retrieve the data from this list. Okay, now this is the box. A list is a series of boxes with the labeled number. Okay, now in next here, what is list can contain any data type but must have defined data type. List have contained any data type like account, object, string, integer, custom custom objects, but it is very important, it is defined. Okay, we declare a list in a similar ways to declare a new as object. Okay, new as object. List data type, but it is must define data type. We can write here any name according to us, new list of data type. Okay, whatever in this list here written, we use list keyword and include the data type. We use list keyword and include the data type for the list in angular bracket and the equal sign before the new keyword. Okay, and the list data type defined again, we'll defined again and followed by the parenthesis, to create a new list instance. Some list examples could be, now list of string names, new list of string, this is the example. List of integer ages, new list of followed by the parenthesis. List of accounts, new list of account followed by parenthesis. This is the standard object. Okay, now list of jobs, this is the custom object. Okay, jobs underscore c, jobs, new list of jobs. All this defined embedded list of different types. Okay, now this is very important, list of list, multi-dimensional list. Okay, how we can define the multi-dimensional list of list. Now you can write here, this is our box and we store the another list in this box, this is the again list. Okay, we can store the values like there, I want to store 1 2 3 4, I can store here. Now here I 1 2 3, again list of list like work like that. Okay, now how can we, first of all we defined our multi-dimensional list of list string, preference matches list, we can write whatever name here, new list of string light. Okay, for how we can store the values here, we run the for loop. I hope you know how to run the for loop. For integer unequals to 0 and less than 3 and plus plus. Now again we defined a new list to store the values in a list. Okay, this is, or suppose that this is our list, size 3 1 2 3 0 1 3 3 0 1 2, this is the 3 size list. Now I want to store the new list in that, I want to store the new list here. Okay, now how we stored here, I integer I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Now lstr dot add values plus 1 plus I, n value comes from here 0 and I value come here from 0. Now what is the value, what is the output or value, here value n value is 0 and run the loop 5 times and start from 0, this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 times, the value start from 0 because I equals to 0, then value I come here. Now this is our first index list, this is our first index list and the values in this is list of list, this is at the second index, this is at the like that one index. Okay, this values, this list come here and this is the second index, this list come here. Okay, I hope you understand how to run on that loop. I will run this code in our anonymous window. Preference match list dot add list of. Okay, now next. In certain circumstances we will know the values of list and can define them or initialize, defining by swapping the parentheses for a pair of curly braces with a comma separated list values shown below. Okay, list of string compass new list of string, if we know the values then we can fill the values directly in that list. Okay, more common is going to be need for us and add an item to a list, which can do using add method. We can use add method. List of string, team members, new list of string, team members dot add love, team members dot add Vishal. Okay, we can store the values in list using add method. How many items in this list? 2 items, love and Vishal. Now next, how we can retrieve the data from the list? There are the 2 methods to retrieve the data from list. First method is from the index value and second method is get value. Okay, now how about the getting the data from the list? There is here is where we want to use our index. We use our index to allow us to retrieve the data and the value stored within our boxes. Okay, like we first of all we define the list here. Okay, now we are going to fetch the data, we are going to retrieve the data. String n compass 0, the values at the 0 index will come in n value, at the 1 index come in s value, okay, at the 2 index come in e value, okay, at the 3rd index stored in the w. Okay, this is an extremely useful shorthand, and for retrieving the data from a list will come in handy when we look at looping through list in the next videos. I will teach you how to loop on list. Okay, the other ways in which we can access the values by their index using the get method. First of all, again we defined the list here. Okay, now we push the values north, south, east, west, and now how we can get the values here using the get method, like string n compass dot get 0 index value, compass dot get 1 index value, 2 index value, 3 index values. Both this block of code, previous one and this one, both of this code are same using this notation. Okay, are equivalent. Okay, are same, but in practice developer tend to use the first method. This is first method. The old developer use this first method. Okay, most of developer use first method to understand. First is simpler to understand and easy, and is similar to most other language like Java, whatever, thus more familiar. Okay, now let us look another list of. Okay, now list of string compass dot new list of string. First of all, we define our list. Now we want to add the values, then we use the add method. Compass dot add, here this is the compass dot add north, compass dot add, like that. Okay, we store the values. We store the here, this is 2 time and the west is 2 time, south is 2 time and west is 2 time. List store these values because list do not use uniqueness. It will consider only label, only the sequence. Okay, 0, like 0 1 2 3 4. It is not considered it as uniqueness. How many items does our in list? How many item here? 6 item. The answer is 6 item. The list is north, south, east, south, west, west, like that. Okay, we fill the values using the add method. List in Apex have no requirement for uniqueness. I already told you there is no requirement for uniqueness. It will only consider what? Maintain order. List only maintain the order. This is handy in some cases but not in other. Since we were preparing for a list of IDs, we are preparing for the list of IDs. Okay, for us to retrieve the record from the database, we want to retrieve the data from database according to IDs. ID should be unique always. Every record has a unique ID, and through this ID we retrieve the data from database. So in the list it will store the duplicate ID, but we want to use the unique ID. So what we do, we will use set. We will use what? Set. In the next video I will teach you what is the use of set. Set will store the unique value. Okay, set will store the unique element in the list. Okay, now next video I will teach you how to what is set, and I will run this code. Okay, I will run this multi-dimensional code in my anonymous window in the next video. Thank you so much.